So I had already signed up for a half marathon in San Francisco and it busts my ass and I needed redemption. So I'm gonna do the Toronto Waterfront half marathon and hopefully be ready for it this time. So at this point, ain't nothing to it but to do. What's up, social media? My name's Dre Williams, and today I'm here to recap my adventure going into a half marathon. This one, in fact, was the Toronto Half Marathon. This video is not going to be some high production value or review or anything like that. This is just kind of for myself so that I can look back and talk through the process of training and getting ready for this first half marathon that I finished. Maybe I'll do marathons or half marathons in the future. That depends, but I need this for myself. This is like my personal archive of the event, and I'm gonna walk you guys through it if you want to watch. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Time to get set for the first run. I think I'm gonna try and do about 6K, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure, maybe a little bit less, but either way, gotta try out the new kicks, see if everything's feeling nice. And yeah, let's get into it. Day one, I did not have some sort of band and my watch couldn't seem to keep track of it, so I was never able to log it on Strava. But what I do have is footage. Day one was a good run. It was a good starter to tell me, to kind of get a tasting of what running would be like again. This was my first true run out when training for the event. So on day one, I ran 4.96 kilometers, and you'll notice the footage is being taken on a GoPro Hero 3. This is of course before they introduced image stabilization, I guess software-based image stabilization. I'm not sure if it's software or hardware. I'm pretty sure it's software. So you're gonna see that the footage is very shaky, but you know what? At least I was able to catch the footage. And first thing I notice is that when I run, especially after not running for a long time, that my feet hurt. Like, it's not so much that I'm tired, it's just my feet and my ankles hurt. At a certain point, it's almost like my ankles are getting weak to the point where they're almost starting to get muscle spasms in my lower shin. And it's like the controlling of my ankles as I'm running just starts to wear out fast. So that's the hardest part to fight in the beginning. But it was a great run. The weather was really nice. It was still, I think, late August at this point. I don't have the date reference. Of course, on Strava, I don't have it. But it was a good day. All right, first one done. About 30 more to go. All right, day two. We are getting ready for some training. It's gonna be a pretty nice weather day today. I think it's 23 degrees. Hopefully gonna run a little bit more than I did yesterday. I think yesterday I did 4.95K, even though I swear it was 6K. Probably gonna do a little bit more because each day I'm trying to do a little bit more than last time. Day two was 6.22 kilometers. This is another run that I was not able to keep track of on Strava. Oh yeah, by the way, today I'm testing out the GoPro Hero 8 Black, courtesy of Daniel. So I'm gonna see how the footage shows up. Should be a lot more smoother than yesterday because I was using the Hero 3 Black. So hopefully some image stabilization makes my shots look a lot better. All right, but you know, it was still also a good run. As I recall, it being a very beautiful day. Something that's slightly annoying is that I was testing out filming aspect ratios. This one I wasn't doing the widescreen, so the footage is kind of squished into a cube. Nonetheless, a beautiful day for running. I increased my distance, which every time I went out and ran, I was trying to get more distance than I did before. So with this one being 6.22, I was happy about that. I'm pretty sure I was trying to go and get 7, but sometimes distances can be a little misleading. It was a good run. I'm pretty sure this actually might have been a shirtless run because it was a hot ass day, and it's crazy how much you think it makes sense, the temperature plays such a big part in how hard your run is, but the amount of energy and the heart rate and everything was just at a max because this was a hot day and I was struggling really just with the heat. But I guess the boy got to run shirtless in the city, so I was doing my thing. I can't complain too much. But it was a hard run. It was a hot run and a hard run. But I did finish 6.22 kilometers. Glad I did it. Glad I at least got to experience running while it was hot before everything got cold. For all you, oh, I love the fall and infinity scarves or whatever, and the cold is so much better. Nah. Miss me with that. It's too cold. It doesn't. No. Heat is so much better. And I might be saying that because I'm of Jamaican descent. Day 2 finished. We did it. So for day 3 of the running, this is actually the first day where I had some sort of armband with me. If we go into Strava here, we'll see that day 3, I actually ran 10.98 kilometers. I got no footage from it. I think I was just serious about getting my running in. I wasn't trying to take any footage. Maybe the weather wasn't too good. I could probably confirm what the actual weather was. Maybe I'll put that right here for that day. But 10.98 kilometers, big jump from the 6.22 from day 2, and a 5:20 minute per kilometer pace, which I thought was pretty good. Day 4 training was pretty cool. Again, just falling right into the schedule that I wanted to in terms of running and increasing my distance. How you feeling, Dan? This is when the weather was again still nice. You'll see this is the debut. This is the debut of the boy Dan running with me. I think this was maybe like the first and last time we ran together when training for this, because after this distance and his knee kind of gave out on him, I don't think we ended up syncing up too much to run beyond that. But day 4, 13.14 kilometers. You see the increase. It was a pretty good pace. I got a B-reel right now, so I'm taking a B-reel. This is kind of funny and meta. If anybody's watching this and has me on B-reel, just know that my main goal is to just be as ugly as possible at all times, because what's the point otherwise, right? I guess, yeah, we ran to what would be about the Ontario Place sign, and that comes out to being about 13K. Actually, I think a little bit beyond where Ontario Place is from where we live. Would it end up being 13.14K, obviously. Was a good run. Got to run with the boy. It was cool. Kept pace with a lot of other runners too. Seemed like there was a good amount of people just out there training and getting their reps in, which is cool. Day 4, Hotel X. That's where we ended. But it was a good run. It was good to run with a number of different people. The weather was nice. And we got in a little bit of pool work. Got in some of that pool work after. We have completed day 4. Zone 2 training. Before day 5 came, I think I saw some sort of ad on Instagram for the Michelob Ultra night 10K run. In a couple days, there's going to be a 10K run being hosted by Michelob Ultra, I believe. And we kind of think it's going to be a good warm-up. So I'm about to sign up right now. 10:39. Monday night. I think the run's on Saturday. Let's do it. It's a bit chilly, but I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run. Day 5. Let's do it. This is the first day that has the introduction of the gloves. My hands get cold when I run, and it's not fun. It's kind of distracting. So 15.6 kilometers, so 15.60 kilometers, which again is an improvement on distance, which I'm always happy to do. I gotta do this for 22K. Goddamn. This one I ran to around the Tip Top Tailors building in the city, if people know where that is, and then back to where I am. That ended up being 15.6, but it was cool. And most of these runs I go out right after work. I guess it's a nice little way to break up the monotonous sitting down and typing on the computer and software developing and all that stuff. And it was a good run. It was getting darker. That's one thing too I hate about when the seasons change, is the fact that it's getting darker. That always kills me, makes me sad. But you know what? Hey, summer comes back eventually, right? Summer comes back eventually. You need winter to appreciate summer. That's the way I try to look at it, to keep myself from being sad about it. And that's day 5. That's day 5. If you have any questions, raise your hand. I probably won't see them anyways. So, day 5, 15.6 kilometers. Ran to Tip Top Taylor. Not even a bad pace either. It got kind of dark at the end, but we did it. So next day is going to be 15 or I guess 16 or more. And my ass is not getting beat by this half marathon. Boom. 5 a.m. We are doing our 5 a.m. run. Look at that. Good old Toronto. I'm telling you, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for Presh. We're on to day 6. This was the introduction of the boy P Hombre, P to the Ri Izzle, P Swizzle, the boy P Diddy, Puff Homie Quan, Presh Eshes. You know, I hate the mornings. And I was like, all right, you know what? Again, there's something about when I'm doing events with Presh. I'm like, I just need to be spontaneous and just try shit. And I was like, all right, boss. Like he was saying he was gonna come over in the morning. I'm like, nah, sleep over. We're gonna wake up like 4 something in the morning. We're gonna go for our run, make it to the other ship, all that stuff. So we were up early. So if I kick it on over to Strava, we'll see that this one is especially titled that I was awake before the birds, because I was awake before the birds. It was dark as hell outside. It was minty, especially because I'm right near the water. If you take early in the day, no sun yet, put it near the water, and we're just out here in our skivvies, or out here in our slim fittings running, it was pretty cold, but I mean, you warm up eventually, I guess. Morning run. Never gonna see me doing it again. How you feeling about this?
I feel good, man. It's cold. It's actually really cold.
Yeah.
I haven't done one of these cold morning ones in a while.
Yeah. It is a chilly one out here. It was an interesting experience, honestly. I can't complain too much. In terms of distance, this is the first one where I didn't increase the distance on the run. This one's because we were trying to make it back for a certain amount of time. So I said if we ran to a certain point and back, we should be able to make it to other ship. Other ship has lovingly sent me this email last night, and I was confused as all shit. It says, please bring yourself, your bather, a water vessel, you know, commonly known as a water bottle, and a willingness to evolve. A willingness to evolve. What does that mean to you, Presh?
I think we're just gonna transform.
Transform?
I don't know into what.
Yeah, I feel like that's a part of the journey, you know?
Yeah.
You're not really sure what you transform into, you just get there. If you come out, you know, different skin tone.
I think, you know, like we're probably gonna go into Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan, yeah, 3, 4 maybe.
Yeah.
If I have a tail and yellow hair, it's just what other ship's about. I think we showed up maybe 4 minutes late, and they said that we couldn't join in, unfortunately. But it was a good run. With that run not being able to turn into the other ship, we ended up kicking it on back to the pool for a little bit of pool work. We couldn't make it to other ship. We are at the old pool. We're gonna get some pool work in, a little bit of hot tub work, a little bit of sauna sitting. That was day 6. It was nice to wake up, and when you wake up early, you just think, man, why don't I live the rest of my life like this? Why don't I just get up early all the time, be the best person I can? Now that I've gotten up early once, I should be able to go to bed early and do it again. I can confirm the next day I did not get up early again. So there you have it, productivity at its best. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Saturday night, we're gonna be doing Michelob Ultra 10K. It's gonna just be an easy 10K, you know? No one's killing ourselves. It's gonna be fun, right? F-U-N, fun. Feeling great.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great for you. I'm feeling great for everybody. Except the losers in last place.
We don't hang with losers,
Cut
okay?
me in last place.
Michelob Ultra, thanks for giving us this event so that we can go do a 10K. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to run and then drink a single 355 milliliter cup of beer. No, at this point, having trained the way I had and considering my muscles were feeling better, other than slight, you know, sometimes you run a certain distance and your knees a little sore, was feeling pretty good. No real aches or pains. But yeah, at this point, I feel like based on my training, I actually had a good amount of confidence going into this. Right.
Yes.
We're at the Ultra Marathon. We're at the Michelob Ultra.
Yes.
10K.
We're out here with the kid, bro. I'm the kid.
We got the Hokas. There we go. Let's get it, the full fit. Sheesh.
I was looking forward to running it pretty fast, actually. I wanted to run it faster than usual because I was like, I'm used to jogging out 13 on average, 13 kilometers at this point based on my training.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. High knees. Higher. No, don't dance.
Just like my mama.
Just like mom.
It was a nice hosted venue, actually. It felt very concert-like, which was cool. If we go to Strava here, we can see that it recorded that I got 10.12 kilometers. I ran at a 5 minute per kilometer pace, and it was pretty nice. Like, the event was nice. By the time we finished, it was dark. I was actually able to wear a t-shirt and was still pretty warm. I figured I'd be okay, even though we were running near the water. I knew that since we were in a pack of people and running, it would probably be warmer than what I was expecting. It was a good run, honestly, and I got to run fast at the end, but something about this run, I'm not sure what had happened to me, or maybe just what I was eating before it. When I did my kick at the end, I damn near shat myself. I didn't. I'll put that on record. I did not shit myself. But when I was nearing the end, started getting into my stride, and next thing you know, I'm kind of running at a good pace. And I had to really hold my stuff together because I probably would have shat myself if I didn't just, you know, tighten up and get them strides in. You know, running a 10K and then drinking beer really fast isn't the best for your stomach. I'm pretty sure a lot of us were having just the greatest toilet visits when we got home that night. I know my stomach was kind of mashed up from all that. Got a medal here, which is cool, right? Michelob Ultra 10K. One thing I will say that's cool about this is they put, look at this, it's a bottle cap opener on the medal. I've never seen that before. They actually turned something that could have been pretty basic and something that I probably would have just put in some sort of back drawer into something that's actually kind of useful. Like, that's actually cool. Good marketing by Michelob. That's the warm-up, brother.
That is the warm-up for the half marathon.
Yes, warm-up for the half. We've got more training to do. Next time will be day 7. That is probably going to be 16 or 17 kilometers. Let's get into it. Let's get fancy with it. Day 7 was what would end up being my last actual training for this half marathon. Howdy, campers. This is a plate of chicken. This is day 7 training. Today we're gonna do a little bit more than the last time out. We're gonna do about 17 kilometers now. Get ready for her. Yeah, day 7 was actually a pretty good run as well. I'm coming off of the high of running the Michelob and running it pretty well. I'm still continuing my pace of trying to just continue greater distances. Not so much increased speed, but just greater distances and maintaining some sort of low heart rate, beats per minute, just keeping my breathing nice and regulated. I'm actually noticing a lot more people on the Waterfront Trail at this point who are training for what I'd assume is going to be the I guess they're training for the Toronto Waterfront Marathon as well, because I was seeing more serious runners. I'm not sure if I got too much footage of it, but I did notice more people running, like more than you'd expect for the fact that it was getting colder, getting darker out, and people were doing their thing, which is great to see. You love to see people exercising. With Fort Yorking, I ran in the Fort York area, so this is the furthest I've run from where I am. It was longer than I had done my previous runs, so this one was 16.96 kilometers, which is so annoying because I wanted 17 flat. Something about getting 7s, it just didn't happen before, and it's not happening this time again. It was good. It was good. It was definitely felt like the best version of myself in terms of being a runner, so that was cool.
Past the checkpoint. We get 17K today.
The worst part is, if we really take note now, this was the last training that I did before the actual half marathon, and this was on October 5th. October 5th, so I think I had about a week after that where I just didn't train, or I kept myself in good shape. I think I might have went to the gym once or so, but I was trying to relax and I wasn't trying to do too much. I mean, I'm watching Sarah out here just absolutely murder it. Shout out to you. When the hell did you become such a good runner? Like, I remember when we were younger, you know, you did cross country, you kept up fine, you know. I was always the running guy in school, so cool, right? But then you're killing it. You're killing it. I'm not sure how you're just beasting it nowadays, consistency or whatever it is, but keep doing you, because damn, that's you're doing some good running. I'm gonna keep watching on Strava. Presh and I are hella jealous. We're hella like indirectly competitive and stuff with it, but you've kind of just murdered it at this point, so there's no keeping up. So boom, shouts out. All right, you know, day 7 training, we did that shit. I didn't make 17K though. It was 16.94 for flip's sake. You know, good pace, good distance. I'm happy. This was actually officially some sort of zone 2 training, so we take what we can get. Okay, kisses. I forgot my GoPro, so I'm right now at the Enercare Center. This is race pickup day. Just picked up my shirt, my bib. Gonna do this shit. Race bib pickup day. We had to go to the Enercare Center, which is kind of in the Liberty Village area. I'm pretty sure it's near. Actually, I think it's right by BMO Field. Actually, it's just a big kind of airport-looking expo place. They had a runners expo before this, and it was where you pick up your bib, you get your shirt. The shirt that I got, or you get, is actually what I'm wearing right here. Would I wear this on the day of? Hell no, because I knew October 16th, even though it wasn't gonna be raining or terrible or anything, I'm not running in some little mesh, you know, it looks cool, I guess, but I'm not running in some mesh shirt from early in the morning and for that long of a distance, cause damn, you know? I'm kind of starting my day off with pizza. I had pizza this morning, not the best way to start off a day before a half marathon, but I'm trying to make up for it now. Watch this. We got the turkey bacon, cooking, some eggs, already cooked, 2 oranges, a kiwi, the testicle fruit. Gonna make 2 sandwiches out of that. Two sandwiches. It is god damn meal. Breakfast. And a pumpkin from when Dan went to a pumpkin patch. He knows what I'm talking about. But god damn. Look at this meal. Look at this meal. Look at that goddamn meal. God damn. I've got a couple other meals I gotta eat, some stretching I gotta do. I'm gonna get myself ready the best way possible, considering I haven't done anything in a week, but it's all good, right? Yeah. 6:12, 6:11, 6:10, bright and early. Race day. Yeah, we doing it today. It's early in the morning. As you saw, it's about 6 Probably like 6:30 right now. I'm gonna do my thing, gonna do my washroom, getting ready thing. And then I'm gonna start to get my bag and all my stuff together. I'm feeling nervous in front of the camera.
No, I'm feeling great, man. We're gonna get our fucking yogurt, strawberries, we can get some granola,
Yes.
water,
Look at this.
amino acids.
Amino
Already
acids.
took our vitamins.
Yes.
Gotta get those blueberries, of course.
Blueberries, good for the soul.
Man, we're ready.
Anything that you want to say to future Dan before running the race?
Please don't fuck up your knee.
There you go. You did it.
Blew my knee out.
Ooh. We ran through the city. It was a very busy day. A lot of road closures. We tried to take a Uber there, which was mildly successful. He was very confused about what was going on because of all the road closures. It was one of those ones where he was at a closer point where he could have let us off, but like obviously wanted to go closer. Ready to go on route TWM. Toronto. Okay, you get the point. There was a lot of road closures, and then we had to kind of get off at another point that was near Union because we said, oh, we can take the Union subway up. That'll be the closest way to get to where we're trying to get if we take the subway because no cars are really getting in. It was a very busy event. There was 21,000 people running this. I guess that's the combination of the 5K, half marathon, and the full marathon for it. So it was cool to see all these people who were just really enthusiastic about running and just all the different running shoes and the running kits that these guys were in. Got our bag check and then just kind of ran back to the line. My main goal going into this was that I wanted to get sub 2 hour. Actually, no, realistically, my main goal was just to finish the damn thing. Even though it had been a while, my last run was 17K. This shouldn't be too much on top of that. We are ready. We gonna do it. Let's go. The run was just a lot of people. You're kind of keeping cadence with the pack, which is nice. They have different runners set up with these signs saying what pace, I guess the pacemakers. So if you're trying to beat a certain time, you want to kind of get in front of those people. We're doing this. We're doing it. Yep. Yeah, so it was a great day. We got some really good weather for it.
Today's your day! Courage! Do what you need to do to succeed!
It was cool to see the runners, the actual elite runners, at a certain point when we had gotten to a part where the oncoming is actually right beside us. You could see the people who were at the front of the pack, and man, the pace that they run at, and to know that they ran the marathon damn near in 2 hours, the full marathon. These long stride gazelle ass looking runners. I think there was one like light-skinned dude, which was, I'm pretty sure, the Canadian guy who finished, I guess, in the top 5 maybe, and he was obviously the first for Canadians, but in the top 5 of the entire race was him, so I guess shout out to that dude. And yeah, I ran at a pretty good pace throughout the entire thing. The one part I would say nearly got to me was maybe around the 18-kilometer mark. We're damn near at the end, and there's this gradual hill, and I'm watching all these people who are running with me start to slow down or even stop running at this point. I'm telling you, it was so easy to want to just stop running at that point because I'm like, these are the ones who are running with me and they're stopping, and it's like this slow hill and you can see them dying out. 13K. Almost done. But if this is the last stamina event I'm gonna do for the year, then this is one where I wanna like run it fully. That was my goal. Stamina wise, in terms of lungs, I was fine. It's really the pain or the kind of light pain that you start to feel in your feet. The bottom of my feet, I started getting the stitches, I guess, in the bottom of my feet. And my knees, my kneecaps just hurt. Just the pressure, that continued pressure on the knees. That's what started hurting. I did get my sprinting, or kind of sprinting finish, my higher pace finish in, which I was happy about as well. And all in all, it was a beautiful run. Dan stuck with me throughout most of the time. He had to go tie his shoelaces up a couple times. I think he even went and used the washroom once. GoPro died on me, but we finished. 21.1, goddammit. No stopping. Good pace.
Yeah, I ain't know what it is. We finished the half marathon. We did it. Fuck you, San Francisco. Seacrest, peace out.
The medal was pretty cool. I think this is pretty awesome, but I'm like trying to collect that royalty bag. I'm not sure where they got that picture that they used on the medal. So it's a good looking medal, right? It's got the Toronto skyline, looks really nice, really well engraved. The gold color brings it all together, but like, look at that, right? You see the bushel at the bottom, the plant at the bottom, the skyline, and the bird, right? It's not the same. Clearly, like, I'm joking around, but like, look at that. It's got the skyline, the bushel at the bottom. It's even got a goddamn bird in the sky. So it's like, zoom in and you damn near have, like, you know, that's all I got. I don't have much more. Like I said, this is an informal walk through my experience and training and all that. If I'm to give a quick review of the shoes, here they are. The shoe held up great. It was super light, super responsive, especially for being used to what was probably more so cross trainers. To actually get a shoe that is meant for running, it felt really good to run in. So I can highly recommend these. They probably need a little bit of breaking in, as most shoes do, especially if it's a high performance shoe. You want to make sure it feels right with your foot. That is really it from me. If you enjoyed my little recap, if you enjoyed this little follow along with me, you know, I know it's not my tech or shoe reviews, but if you enjoyed this little follow through of the video, drop me a like, drop me a comment, subscribe. I don't post often, you know, but when I do post, I try to make it fun or quality. That's the best I can try and do with it. But I think that's about it. So I'm gonna end the video right here if y'all are ready. All right. So I'm gonna end the video in 3, 2, 1.
Watch it when we
This video is proudly sponsored by Other Shit. Use the code DW2022 below to get 10% off your conversion. If you ever wanted to become another, go to Other. That is it.